Okay, I think I'm live right now. Cool. Let's continue now. All right. Let me make sure we got everything. I have too many stuff going on. Make sure we're logistic speaking. We are ready. Okay, cool. Yes, we are. All right. So now let's continue. And we just covered what is AI product management, what the result for our student already have, because everyone put in the very exciting effort into developing a real life AI product. And quick story regarding why I started AI PM Bootcamp and how it's transforming and our people's life and as well as in our students' life as well. Okay, so now, and the entire AI product management bootcamp was started as when I was on maternity leave like 2 years ago. Uh, yeah, my daughter is 2 right now. And then when I came back from maternity leave, I was able to cut my team in half. The team had from 8 full-time employee to 4 full-time employee, but we actually grew more students. We do more work with less amount of people. Okay, and then I see the power of AI. That's my motivation start this AI product. And since then, your past cohort alumni, they created things such as like whatever AI outfitter, AI traveler, and AI story time, AI agent, many of those products, and you can see those products on Apple app stores, or some of them is on the website, depends on where like their target customers, where they sit. Some of them already use a product to apply for Y Combinator. Some of them decide to just like self-fund the company because they already 10 enterprise customers use their AI agent for interior design purposes, right? There's many different the product you are literally putting the effort to get it out the world. So it's very, very exciting to see how this all unfold. And today, what we are doing is we are going to go over the demo, which is in the past 11 weeks. You guys put in the great work, and now we'll see what's it look like. Okay, so let me share with you the logistics, what to cover, who to present first. Let me share my screen right now. Demo day. Okay, so right here. Okay, cool. Here how it works. First of all, make sure everybody checks the announcement for your cohorts. This RCP, so this will look like. In summary, each team, you're going to have 5 minutes presentation, 5 minutes demo, and total, and 10 minutes in total. Okay, and now what do we cover in the demo? Problem statement, customer persona pain point, solution summary, architecture diagram, and live demo and product, and any challenges, lesson learned. And make sure everybody update your Zoom background. You click this. We want to see who is like a developer, this developer, a PM, designer, and data scientist. We want to see a role, okay, within the team. Okay, then here is the sequence of who is presenting right here. Okay, this is a sequence. Okay, so everyone, this is presenting sequence. Okay, first to present revenue recovery engine. I think people, this is the sequence we all posted here. Okay. Now I time each one, and let's going to get started. At the same time, quick reminder is that quick housekeeping. After all the presentation, you guys are going to vote for your top 3 teams. And top 3 teams is going to get rewarded, and including the interns. Okay, rewards, including we're gonna make lots of social posts, rewards in that your top 1 team, top 3 team, top 2 team. You're gonna vote for your top teams. Okay, we have 10 teams in total. And number 2, our engineers and designers, your team lead is also going to rank you. Are you trailblazer, or are you like I think the 3 tiers, basically 3 tiers, the trailblazers and AI innovator, AI starter, all those 3 tiers. Each of those tiers have different kind of reward. In summary, and top tiers, you get like free job referrals and like recommendations and to your new employers and things like this. And middle tier have like different type of rewards. Make sure you check all your rewards. Your team lead should give me all the top rewards at the end of this the presentation. Very, very critical and exciting. And third thing is our mentors will also give mentor rewards. You already see all the mentors, and we welcome all the past students, regardless of AI engineers or AI product manager, who mentor for your next cohort. So you can become an AI mentor to show your thought leadership on LinkedIn. And that's also the reason many of our students currently is working for Google, Meta, Amazon as AI PM, and as well as someone final round interview with OpenAI, as well as our engineers joined Amazon, because not only you build product, you can show thought leadership as an AI mentor to other people. This is great for personal branding as well. Okay, so we're going to give you detailed like how to volunteer for mentor, all of this at form for you to submit. There's also selection process to see who is qualified to be a mentor or not. Okay, there's lots to come. Number one most important thing, have a great demo first. Okay, so let's do this. Team 1, your cohort 8, can you vote for team? Yes, everyone can vote. Everyone can vote. In short, yes, you can. We're gonna send out, whoever watched the demo, you can vote. Okay. Cool, very exciting. Right, so let's do this. Team 1, the revenue recovery engine
We
team.
are ready.
I time everybody, by the way.
We are ready, but can you make me share my screen?
Yeah, let me
Okay.
enable everyone. Everyone can share. No, I made it. Everyone can share. Let me do the timer. 10 minutes per in total. Okay, I'm gonna do 8 so that we include 8 minutes for presentation stuff. Yeah, 10 minutes for presentation, and we'll save some time for Q&A. Let's start.
Okay. Hello everyone, we are Team 6 and our project is RRE, is a revenue recovery engine. It's an engine for merchants. It's a P2P project for merchants. And this is our team. We have Sahel and Derek as PMs, Jipen, Leafy, Hamza, and myself, Yusuf, as engineers, and our amazing mentor.
Sorry, Yusuf. I mute you.
I don't have to do anything.
Yusuf, I mute you by accident because I heard voice. Sorry, I should mute someone else.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, unmute. Sorry, unmute yourself, and I'm muting someone else. Go ahead. So can you rewind for like 10 seconds when I mute you?
Okay, this is our team, and let's start. So imagine you run an online auto parts store. A customer orders a brake caliper, it arrives and it doesn't fit. Not because it's broken, because your listing was vague. Fits Ford F-150. That's it. No year, no trim, no constraints. And now you pay for that return. This is not an edge case, this is the industry. 15 to 20% return rates, and people call that normal. It's not normal. It is what happens when nobody takes product too seriously. And here is the part that's actually embarrassing. Everyone knows this problem exists, and still the solution is always the same. Another dashboard, another graph, another AI insights that tell you something you already knew. That doesn't fix anything. So we did something different. We built the revenue recovery engine, a system that doesn't just analyze this data, it tells you exactly where your listing is wrong, why customers are complaining, and what to change with evidence. This is the end-to-end architecture. We use Next.js and Superbase and ingest reliably orchestrating our background jobs. But the real magic happens here in the AI pipeline that consists of three specialized agents working together. First, Scout scrapes product listing and reviews. Then, Critic takes those listing and reviews and turns them into structured expectation gaps. Finally, Prescriber acts on those gaps and outputs the final surgical edits. But system diagrams is just theory until you see it execute. Let me show you the live demo. So this is a light bulb on a website called LastFit. It has more than 1,000 reviews. So we just take the URL. Unfortunately, my screen froze. Amazing. is happening?
Yusuf, are we supposed to see something?
Sorry, I don't know why, but my laptop froze. 1 second, trying to make it do anything. Why isn't it working?
Everyone else who is next in line or next few in line, make sure check all your tech setup or make sure they're working, can play with it, keep yourself mute. Okay, make sure things are working on your end. So try to remove all the logistic challenges. Okay.
Dr. Nancy, could you put me as a co-host because there's more people that want to join and because of the AIs, they're not able to join.
Okay, this setting something. The Zoom setting doesn't allow co-host. We're gonna tell Carlo. Can you tell Carlo to enable co-host as setting? There's only one host. They cannot have two co-hosts. Weird stuff.
Okay.
But I'm letting them in
Yeah.
now. Yeah. Yusuf, you stop sharing. Did your computer die? I see computer. Who is in his team who can step up and continue the demo?
It's I'm in his team. He has all the logistic that you're talking about. Let me find out if I have something.
Is the team lead here? Why team lead is not presenting? All your engineers are presenting.
Should be here. Should be here. Unfortunately, I don't have this the slides. Maybe like for
let's
yeah,
move
time's
next
sake.
team. Save time.
Yeah,
Save
next
time.
team.
Next
Yeah,
team,
next
get
team.
ready. You guys figure out your logistic tech challenges. It's okay. We're all engineers, and it end up. Tech is something very hard.
Thanks.
Okay, tech is something
Thank
very
you.
hard. Yeah. So let me next one. So everyone has the same sheet. You don't need me to call you out, but I just call it anyway. Next one is GovernHQ. Gnosi, your team.
Shashi, can you start sharing the slides? Thank you.
The timer too.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Ngozi, and I'm the lead PM for Team 12. And the name of our product is GovernHQ. Next slide, please. Next slide. So what is the problem? A single agent with database access can exfiltrate thousands of customer record. An agent that overrides a billing limit makes an unauthorized transaction. It doesn't just make one mistake, it makes thousands instantly. GDPR fines alone can go as high as 20 million euros or 4% of a company's global revenue. And the result is that enterprises, especially those in highly regulated industries, they're worried. They're worried about what happens when these very capable agents, they do the wrong thing at scale and nobody stops them. Next slide, please. So who are our customers and what are their pain points? So the CIO, she says that decisions are ungoverned. The VP of engineering, whereas the governance is basically bolted on. The CCO worries admissibility is failed. And finally, the CISO worries the audit is basically theater. Next slide, please. So what is the solution? So for the CIO that says the decision is ungoverned, RGate, a proprietary feature of GovernHQ, it intercepts reasoning before it ever becomes an action. But CISO who says the audit is basically theater, our audit, another feature of GovernHQ, it's tamper-proof, it's hash chain, and it proves that every single action is indeed governed. But VP of engineering that says governance is basically bolted on, RGate SDK, it drops into existing agent architecture. In minutes, it's built in and it's not bolted on. And then finally, for CCO who says admissibility is failed, Ledger resolves admissibility issues well before execution ever happens. Next slide, please. So here's our product demo. Shashi, take it away.
Yeah. So this is our home screen. So GovernHQ, as Ngozi said, is a real-time governance layer that sits between your AI agents and the actions they execute. So every intent is evaluated before anything runs. So this is our homepage. We have an option to sign up via Gmail. I'll sign up via an email. So the first page which opens up is the home page. Sorry, guys, just a second. Are you able to see my screen? I'm sorry. But...
No, we cannot see your screen.
Okay, I'm really sorry. Yeah, sorry for the delay. So the first page which opens up in your GovernHQ page is something we call as the overview page. This is the command center where everything happening across all your AI agents in real time shows up on this page. So if you see on the right side of the screen, we have the number of agents which are currently being monitored. Right now, we have currently 16 in our testing phases. And next, the allowed, blocked, and paused. So allowed, blocked, and paused refers to the allowed reasoning steps which have been taken place, the blocked reasoning steps which have taken place, and the reasoning steps which have been paused. And when I say paused, it is paused until a human reviewer can come and verify whether a particular reasoning step can be executed by an agent or it should be blocked. And mind you, GovernHQ at this particular level does not block the agent, but it blocks the reasoning, or it blocks the actions it is taking, but not the agent. So right now, let's go to something we call as the ledger. So what exactly is a ledger? So every single decision is logged in the ledger with a cryptographic hash chain. So this cryptographic hash chain is tamper-proof. You can't modify an entry without breaking the chain. Let's say, hypothetically, you tend to modify an entry in the future. If you notice over here in the analytics page, the chain integrity goes from partial to broken. And right now, we have an option to search across all your agents, sort by your agents, sort by your status. Let's say we go to paused. As I've said, when an action is paused, it waits till a human reviewer comes and verifies it. And let's say I click on it, and hypothetically, let's say I am the human reviewer, and I click on allow. You notice the number of paused actions goes from 3 to 2. So this is one of the important feature of GovernHQ. And next comes one of the main one are agents. So agents is every agent that sends an intent is registered here automatically. So we track their behavior over time. And let's go across one of the agent. Okay. So we have something known as identity, scope, and recent actions. So in identity, we have the metadata corresponding to a particular agent, the agent ID, and whether if it's a verified agent or not, and trust score. So trust score starts at 100% or 100. So, and whenever agent decisions gets blocked or reviewed, gradually the trust score decreases towards 0. And then something known as gate rate. So gate rate is nothing but the amount of actions that have been allowed per total number of actions an agent has taken. And for this, let's say particular thing, total actions have been 4 and all 4 have been allowed, hence 100% gate rate. And we have something known as scope. So scope is nothing but a boundary across what an agent can do. And let's say for this particular agent, external calls are being blocked. And in the future, we do have plans of integrating even additional features in the scope. And let me show you a demo corresponding to before I show you one example, let me show you something known as Shield. So this is one additional feature in GovernHQ. Shield is the 3-layer defense system. So in Shield, we have the ability to block agents. And overview and let's say the agents page, we have the ability to only block the actions which are being executed by an agent. But in Shield, we have the ability to block an agent if it goes rogue. And the 3 parameters you see over here are, it shows us the number of blocked agents and the number of what's the latency of, let's say, when an agent is being blocked or a decision is being blocked. At right now it's at 8 milliseconds, and then the total number of reasonings which have been evaluated, let's say for today, it's at 117. And when I click on, let's say, why a particular agent has been blocked automatically or by a human reviewer, we have the ability to see why. Over here, let's say for the 3 cases, the anomaly threshold has been exceeded. Let me show you a demo. Let's say I create an additional agent. Let's say I call it Orion, and I fire within 60 seconds around 12 times. And if you notice, the first 3 times, the score is at 0.1, but then eventually the risk score increases because we have something known as rate limit anomaly detection, which happens. And let me go across the overview page. The first 4 or 5 actions have been accepted, but the rest of the actions, they have been blocked. And yeah, that's it from my end. I'll let Shalini take over the architecture.
Now let's move on and look into the architecture of GovernHQ and how it works as a governance layer for multi-agent AI systems. Starting from the left, we can see that we have AI agents from multiple sources like N8N or Zapier, but none of these agents will be able to execute any action without evaluation. So we have an SDK which acts as an interception layer, taking the tool calls, delegations, and requests from all of these AI agents and send them to the governance backend for evaluation. In the backend, we have several modules built: the agent registry to store details like the agent identity and metadata, and policy engine compares a particular intent against the organization's policies and rules and decides whether the action should be allowed, flagged, or blocked. We then have risk scoring system, which evaluates the level of risk and anomaly detection to detect any unusual or unsafe behavior by the agents. And all of this data is persisted in the backend through audit logger. And we have Superbase in our backend where we have the records for the organization's policies and decisions. And of course, we have a React-based frontend, the dashboard, which gives us visibility into the metrics, alerts, and the status of agents. Now let's move on and look into the challenges that we face during this bootcamp. The major challenge was that our idea was very broad, but to fit this bootcamp timeline, we had to ensure that we narrow down our focus and prioritize delivering a working prototype. And the second issue was team alignment. So just like any other product team, we had to ensure everyone was on the same page, communicating well, and also keeping the momentum going. On the technical side, we had data handling and schema issues, but we overcame them by having stronger error handling mechanisms. We also improved the decision-making consistency by adding much more risk components and a better and clear threshold for our outcome. So this is it from GovernHQ team, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Thank you.
This is very exciting. Cool. Anyone have any questions? Anyone any questions? Okay. So you're 2 minutes over time. Let me ask one quick question. For all the different AI agent, how would you know how to set the right threshold to say at the risk or not risk level? And what the data input in terms of let's say I think you test out with Yuri's team for AI travel mate, right? So how much data you need from him to identify what's defined as high risk?
Sure. So I'll take the question. Hi, Dr. Nancy. So for Yuri, I found that they don't use AI agents, so just LLMs, and we weren't targeting LLMs, so we couldn't test it on him. And so in terms of like the agent, what kind of agent? So basically, because Shashi wasn't able to share it, but another tab we have is where customers can customize a policy. So based on the policy, so what is the agent supposed to do? What are they not supposed to do? Are they supposed to expose PII? What level of PII are they supposed to expose? So based on that, we know whether the agent can actually do an action, it's allowed, or if it's pause. Pause is when it's a bit ambiguous. So there is no yes, there is no no. And that involves a human actually reviewing it and then deciding to either allow the action or block it. And then blocked are like actions that are strictly prohibited. So it's against the policy that has been set or other like scope within that particular agent as he showed in the agents tab.
Very cool. Very cool. Anyone, any questions? Okay, if not, we'll move to next one. Very good job presenting. I think that your product has lots of real market value. Something very quick is in your Zoom chat, Anil Thomas, which is your head of AI innovation, who runs the AI bootcamp for us, he put in the link for you to vote. Everyone, you vote to your favorite and second favorite. Why? You probably vote your own team as a favorite. So let you vote, force you to vote the next one so that have more fair vote. Okay. So vote 2, what's your favorite one and second favorite ones, and we're gonna do a score to see who is the real best. Okay, but anyway, so let's go. And the same link, I believe, is also in Discord channel. We all got this. Everyone know your sequence. Just next one, keep going. Okay, Novi, let's go. This one. This is very cool, man. Can't wait to go to Japan.
Yes, definitely. Am I audible and can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Okay,
everyone
perfect.
present. Make sure turn on your camera. Both engineers, developer, everyone, PM for sure. Okay, turn on camera. Let's go. Let me reset your timer.
Okay. Okay, is it going now? Okay. Hi, everyone. We are Novi Team 5, and before I begin, I would like everyone on this call to open their phones and try to find somewhere to eat. You have 15 seconds to decide once our timer begins. Okay, I want you all to notice what you just felt. That's decision paralysis, and you probably had a functioning Maps app and a stable Wi-Fi connection. Now imagine that same feeling, but in a city that you've never been to, completely alone. That is where Novi begins. Okay, that was me, by the way, just AI generated because I am also the persona. But every solo traveler knows this feeling. They're somewhere absolutely incredible, and instead of being there, they're just paralyzed, just scrolling, comparing, and overthinking. Our research found that solo travelers spend over 18 minutes trying to decide where to go. 65% feel overwhelmed by choices, 40% don't just give up on the decision, they give up on the moment. Many just go back to their accommodation, settle for the nearest chain, or they just don't move at all. One traveler on Reddit put it perfectly. When you're solo, you have to be the CEO, the navigator, and the security guard 24/7. There's no off switch. The problem isn't necessarily a lack of information. Instead, our hypothesis is that it's actually too much of it. And no one has built for that until today. So now I'll hand off to Fox, one of our PMs, to walk you through who our user actually is.
Thanks, Isabel. This is Fox. I hope everyone can hear me. Let's imagine this persona just like Isabel, someone who's financially stable, someone who's willing to do solo traveling, someone who's in their young ages, early 20s, early 30s, without the bear of traveling with a family of a large group. They can just do some, they're willing to do solo travelings spontaneously. However, despite the fact that they have financial stability and personal spontaneity, it doesn't mean that they have enough confidence for getting around, finding accommodation, let alone looking for cool activities and where to eat. And this all leads to decision paralysis. That's when it triggers the freeze moment. Where to eat, what to do next, how could I feel so lonely in this city? All these anxiety triggers to why we invent Novi. We aim to offer personalized experiences for the instant demand that you have at the moment. We try to ease off the cognitive overload that you have for carrying the anxiety of figuring out what to do next. And we want you to move with confidence, even though it's in an environment that is unknown to you, that's new to you. So let's imagine Sarah, what she's fighting up against. She's fighting up against the fear of wasting time on this precious trip. She's facing too many options that she has, not knowing what to do next. And then she's having a analysis paralysis over coming back to the same repetitive offer option and still not deciding what to do next. Now we're going to talk about the solution. You're in the session called and we answered. Before, you have to spend around 20 minutes, about 18 plus minutes on other apps like Google Maps. But now, with one instant demand that you have, we can offer you a solution and off you go in less than 5 minutes. All you have to do is very clear 3 steps. Open Novi with a clear intent of what you want to do and how you want to be directed. Tell us what you're in the mood for. Food, social activities, or touristy attractions. Then we will use our AI models to offer you instant recommendations on what's best for you. Last but not least, no more scrolling, no more second guessing, no more decision paralysis, no more too many options. All you have to do is follow the direction and want to go. Now we're going to talk about the design decisions.
Design decisions. While designing this experience, our goal was not just to show the options, it was also to actually help out the users to make decision faster and confidently. So there were the 3 decisions which we took, and the first decision was limited recommendation. One of the key things we noticed is that too many options actually slow down the process. So instead of overwhelming the user, we intentionally just show the 5 recommendation at a time with the option to explore more if needed. This will keep the experience focused and avoid the decision fatigue. Second decision which was being taken up was behavioral nudge. Nudge is triggered on the basis of user behavior to ensure they feel timely and helpful rather than just feeling it intrusive. And even there is a single clear recommendation which is there. Instead of having a long list, we prioritize strong recommendation to simply help with the decision making process. Now, overall, we saw that when it comes to the design decision, here what we have focused on is to reduce the friction while helping the users by not just browsing it, deciding it quickly and confidently. Now, Fatima will walk you through with the architecture.
Thanks, Shibby. Hi, everyone. I'll walk us through how Novi works under the hood, and then we'll try it out. So when the user opens Novi on their phone, it hits Vercel and Next.js serves our PWA. On the front end, freeze detection runs entirely client-side. We look at interaction patterns like scrolling, repeated clicks, and inactivity to detect hesitation patterns in real time. For example, if the user revisits the same option 5 times within 3 minutes, we cross a threshold and trigger a nudge. If they accept it, we surface a recommendation. If they dismiss it, we back off with an adaptive cooldown so it doesn't become noise. The front end communicates with a fast API backend. We generate a user embedding using OpenAI based on onboarding preferences and real-time session signals. We then match it against our venue dataset using cosine similarity, with distance as a penalty and budget as a hard constraint. The top results are ranked and cached locally so the experience stays instant. All interactions are logged in Firestore, which becomes training data for future ML-based version of freeze detection. So that's the system. Now we'll look at what it looks like from the user's perspective. So I'm going to share my screen in a moment. So now I'm on Novi. We first land on onboarding. This is where we ask the user for a few quick inputs, like their name and their preferences in terms of activities, dietary needs, and budget. This runs once and it becomes the user's baseline profile. Now on the home screen, before we search for anything, Novi surfaces what's popular with solo travelers today. So I can check out those venues. I can tap on any venue card and I get more information like opening hours, address, website. I can also get a tip and information about what makes the place solo friendly. So I can either choose to get directions or I can save the venue for later. Then this is where the 3-bucket intent system lives. So I can select an activity, a vibe, and a mood. And once I hit find my spots, Novi is going to combine those session signals with my onboarding profile to generate the session embedding. So I don't have to start from scratch. And then I get the recommendations ranked by how well they match my intent and location. Each card shows me just what I need, walk-in distance, price, hours, and a reason it fits me. I can always click on more details to see more information or get directions, and I can save the venue for later. The top result is the Novi pick. That's the strongest match, so I don't have to compare everything myself. The saved venues live in the Save tab, so I can again check them out. They're organized by category. I can see details, get directions, or unsave if I'm no more interested. The profile stores our preferences, so any updates regenerates our embedding. Now, back on the homepage, let's say I'm stuck. I'm not sure what I want to be doing today, so I just keep switching. I'm not committing to any selection. Novi is going to notice this pattern and is going to step in and offer a recommendation. So I can swipe up, check it out, and get going. If I don't want to overthink this, I can just tap Let Novi decide, and I get one place immediately. I don't have to reevaluate everything. Novi thinks this is my best move based on everything it knows about me. So I just tap once, check it, and I'm done. So that's Novi. I'll hand it back to Shobi now to walk us through our beta results.
So beta results, what we got after building this, we wanted to just validate out whether this is actually solving out the real problem. So we tested out with the user, as you can see. So user testing, we had 44 beta tester. The average decision timing dropped just by 1.6 minutes. Recommendation quality, user rated the recommendation at 4.2 out of 5, which is a strong relevance. And adoption signal, most importantly, 100% of the users said that they would like to use it again. And even a user sentiment, the experience was consistently describing that exciting, confidence building, and clear. And even one of the user have quoted us that if this would have been built in Dubai, they would have definitely used it, which really validates the potential of the app. So both the data and the feedback confirms that this approach is effectively solving out the problem. Now I would like to hand over to Isabel, just walk you through with the learnings.
Before I close this out, I want to be honest about what building Novi actually taught us because it wasn't what we expected. The first thing is that solo travel paralysis is inherently lived, not assumed. Getting everyone aligned around a feeling and not just a feature was more challenging than any technical problem that we faced. Second, there's no API for hesitation. We had to define what a freeze actually looks like in app behavior. So things like repeated tapping, long dwell time, no forward action, and then build detection logic from scratch. Third, we had to unlearn everything we knew about UX. Every travel app out there assumes that more information just leads to better decisions. We built the exact opposite. Dr. Nancy Lee said that most products compete by adding more, but the real leverage often comes from knowing what to remove. Ultimately, our biggest takeaway was that clarity doesn't always come from more information, and that is our whole product. Thank you.
This is very exciting. I want these too. Can you do one for Miami?
We'll try.
I'm serious.
Thank you.
One for Cape Town.
Would love
Yes.
to.
We're doing team retreat in Cape Town, South Africa in December. I should build one for my company. Cool. Very exciting. Good job, everybody. I really like the presentation. The app design, very beautiful. Whoever's designer did good job. Of course, team lead leading everyone to do all the great work. Very impressive. Actually, very impressive. I find it really exciting. Want to do it. Even have 44 people tried it already. Yeah, build one for Miami. Yeah,
Thank
please
you.
do. Cool. Okay. Anyone have any other questions? Anyone any question? If not, vote for your top teams and let's go. The link is in the Zoom chat. I believe it's also in Discord channel. Next team, let's share your screen. The sequence, everybody, the sequence is also in Discord channel. I shared with you at the beginning. It's all in Discord channel. You should know it. Okay, no need to have me to announce your team all the time. Paul, let's go. Oh, TJ, you're doing this. TJ, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Patient
Perfect.
IQ, let's go.
Awesome. So today I'm going to introduce to you PatentiQ. And as inventors and as developers, we are creating new ideas every day. But how do we trademark those? How do we identify if there's intellectual property out there that's already doing what we want to do? Well, I want to introduce you to PatentiQ, your smart way to search patents and for the next generation of inventors. So what's the key problem with what we have today? Well, there is a site called the USPTO site. It's a database that contains all the patents. It has a bad user experience. It has bad search capabilities with old Boolean keyword searches. And then it doesn't have any semantic or connectivity of concepts. So the alternative for entrepreneurs is to hire a patent attorney, and that's expensive, right? So $2,000 to $10,000 in attorney fees. It's a slow process. It takes about 2 to 6 weeks to have that done, and even after that, you're still at risk of something being missed, and then your idea or your patent not getting approved or being open to litigation, right? And so, how we plan to solve that is really just creating a simplistic tool that's based on USPTO data. We'll have an API integration there where users can go and type in their idea, whether it's text or a doctor they've worked on previously. We have LLM-based analysis that will go through and dissect their idea, analyze it, and find similarities in patents that already exist. And then we'll make recommendations about how you can change your idea to make it more unique or novel. And then also we have some drafting capabilities. So the key thing here is you give us your idea, we'll analyze it, we'll verify it, and we'll give you some actionable steps to make it better so your patent is approved. So our target user, again, is our solo entrepreneur. This is Alex. Key things with Alex is he doesn't have a lot of time. He's a one-man show and maybe a couple of agents on the AI side, but he's doing it all himself. Right. And so most times when he goes to the USPTO site, he can't find what he needs. Right. Or if he finds something, it's irrelevant. Right. The attorney is just too expensive for him. And he really wants to move fast because he's an inventor. And as we know, ideas and AI is moving at the speed of light these days. And he's really trying to get clarity before he goes in for his Series A. And then finally, he wants to reduce his risk, right, of litigation, something being overlooked, and his whole idea being disintegrated because of a patent search. So next I'll pass it over to Prasan. She'll talk to you about our architecture, how we set up PatentiQ. You can take it from here, Prasan.
Thanks, TJ. Hi, Dr. Nancy. Hi, everyone. Let me briefly walk you through the technology stack and how the system is structured end to end. So on the UX side, we used Figma and FigJam for design and prototyping, along with Google Studio to create a smooth and intuitive user experience. So the front end is built using Next.js and deployed on Vercel, which gives us a fast, lightweight, and scalable interface for users. So for the processing layer, we used Python, where we generated vector embeddings, and which allowed us to convert text into numerical representations for semantic understanding. And we used USPTO Open Data as our primary data source, which is stored and managed in PostgreSQL for efficient querying and retrieval purposes. So for the backend and database, we use Supabase along with PostgreSQL. Supabase helps us manage data, authentication, and APIs efficiently. So while Postgres handles structured data storage and querying. Supabase is just a database hosting platform. And we used Auth for authentication. Next.js provided us with the API routing, and the patents were embedded with the OpenAI and stored in PostgreSQL with the PG vector embedding. So on top of that, we have this AI layer using ChatGPT 4o Mini LLM API. So which this enables semantic analysis and concept similarity scoring, which helps the system understand just also the meaning rather than just the keywords. So instead of exact matches, the system can identify conceptually similar results. Overall, this stack allowed us to build a system that is not only fast, scalable, but is also an intelligent platform in understanding and analyzing the data. So basically, the core intelligence for this comes from the AI layer, where we perform the semantic analysis using the vector embeddings. And yeah, so this allowed the system to understand the context and similarity, just not the exact matches. Yeah. So what truly sets a product manager apart is ability to turn an idea into a product that's live working and creative, and creating a real impact for the users. So with that, I'll pass over to TJ for the PatentiQ demo. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasan. So let's take a look at PatentiQ in action. So this is our login page, and we'll just log in. Once you log in and get through authentication, it will take you to our projects page, and this is where you have your previous patent searches here, and you can also start a new one. So let's just start a new one quickly. We'll name the project, right? So we'll say, we'll do AI microbial detection for the patent search here. All right, so we've named our project. So it'll take us to our input screen. So we have two types of inputs. One is a chat-based input where you can chat with our LLM. And if you have a document that already exists, you can upload that. And for the purposes of the demo, we'll just do a chat-based interaction. And so here, we'll just type in a search. And so what the idea of this is we want to create a AI system that will automatically detect microbials in lab samples and then identify what they are faster than what we do today, right? So that is the goal of this search. And let's just get that in and start the analysis. And so one of the things that we wanted to make sure that if someone entered in an idea and it was vague, that our tool would come back and ask clarifying questions, right? And so here you'll see the tool coming back, to better assist you, and it'll ask follow-up questions about how do you want this to work, how it should work, right? And so what type of microbials? So we'll say culture methods. So we'll be looking at cultures under microscopes and what's growing, right? So we'll say culture methods here. All right, and it'll keep asking questions. So we're gonna run our analysis. We think that's enough. And so once we click run analysis, what the tool is doing is basically taking what we've entered, all of our answers, and turning it into like keywords and features, as we call them, that would exist in other patents, right? So it's taking the information, breaking it down, transforming it into features that is searchable in the USPTO database. And so we understand, and we have been working. This is our beta of the tool. Latency is an issue that we are working through as a team because the USPTO database is very large and has a lot of records. Some of our searches do take an additional or longer amounts of time, right? So we are just waiting for the search results to come back or the analysis, and then we'll move on to our next page. While we're waiting, any questions on what you've seen so far? All right. So this is our baseline summary for our patent search. And so what you'll see here in the middle of the page is the baseline summary. So what you'll see is a novelty score, which is showing low. And novelty is the uniqueness of our idea based on other patents that already exist. And so what you see here is the patent that an expert from the patent that most closely matches our idea and what the primary indicator to show that match is, which is real-time detection, and what that patent number is. On the left side of the screen, it shows what features or what was extracted from our input to do the search, what are those key features analyzed. If there's anything that has a similarity or is exactly the same, a similarity is just unique. Things that are exactly the same are at high risk. The number of similar patents that it found and the confidence level in the results that it's showing. So it's 85% confidence in that novelty score. If we want to get more information about and how to change our idea, we go to our strategy sandbox. And here it's created a high-level outline of a provisional draft, right, of your patent, right? You can toggle things on and off to improve your novelty score, to make it better, and also modify this and also export it. That's our demo. Let's head back over to our presentation to wrap up. So some of our key challenges as a team in building PatentiQ and what it taught us is that, of course, the data and chunking is important. Optimizing our vector chunking strategies was very important for us. Making sure we get good output from our LLMs, no hallucinations. And then also just from a team perspective, just life changes, how to push through those as a team and produce a good output, right? So I'll pass it on to Paul, who'll talk about our roadmap and close us out.
Thank you, TJ and Prasan, for that presentation. So we are currently in the beta phase where we're focused on testing and core user experience, and making sure it works the way the users want it to work. From there, we'll be simplifying the UI so it feels more intuitive. And then we'll be adding some more automation and smarter updates to make the experience faster and more useful. At the same time, we're enabling things like patent drafting and export. So it's not just a tool, it's something that people can rely on from end to end. And as we get closer to launch, we do plan to introduce the subscription model, so tying everything real value. And finally, we'll bring everything all together with a full release that is fully tested, refined, and ready to scale. Next page, please. Right. So this is our team, and it's not just a team, but a global engine with different time zones, different perspective, but one shared goal, which is building something meaningful and scalable. And that diversity fuels our innovation, and that alignment drives our results. Well, I guess that's the end.
This is very cool stuff. Very professional presentation, by the way. And also UI, everything very clean. Designer did a good job. Looks very promising, except I don't know the whatever culture, bio stuff. That's fascinating, but very, very good stuff. In fact, people use it. You guys should once you should get early tester right away from universities, especially I think they are doing some kind of science. They want to test out if this can be patternable or not, and find your early adopters. This is very promising. Very cool. Good presentation.
Awesome.
Good team lead as well. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, now the AI faces. How did they one? That's cool. Anyone have any other questions?
And Dr. Nancy, real quick, can I get 1 more minute, please?
Uh-huh.
Sure. So before I close, I just want to take a minute to thank you, Dr. Nancy, of course, for creating a platform where people can learn and build meaningful things. Thank Neil and Mark for always, being there to answer questions with zero latency. And most importantly, to thank my team for always showing up. It hasn't, been easy. They've showed up even when life happens. During the course of building this product, we've had team members who lost family members. Some had to travel halfway across the world, but they, all showed up. Some of them were going through exams, they still showed up. Some had family reunions where they had to cook for over 150 people, and they still show up. So I just want to say thank you. I see you all, and I do appreciate you all for all your commitment and dedication. Thank you.
This is beautiful. Thank you so much for leading the team. Inspire everyone to put in the effort as well. And indeed, everyone work as a great team and try to see it to the end, which lead to great success. Everyone should be proud of we have put in. Congrats, everybody. Cool. Everybody remember to vote your top teams. Let's move to the next one. If no other question, good. Cool. All right, let's go. Next team is on the schedule. Everybody on the schedule. You can see it. You can see it on the schedule. Next team, let's go.
Hey, Nancy, somehow I cannot share my screen.
Yeah.
My team member, Isabel, whoever, you can share the screen.
By the way, after this one, we're going to let the first team, whatever revenue recovery engine team present again because they're halfway through and they didn't use their full time either. So we let them go after this team, your team, Shrey's team. Okay, just for the sequence, FYI. But
Okay.
all other team, make sure to fix your tech issue before you come in. Okay.
Yeah, it's really. I have been sharing my screen all the time, only in the morning, but somehow it's like last minute bug. Isabel or Zihao, can you guys share the screen? If not, I recommend we can maybe swipe.
Yes, maybe you guys switch with the revenue
I'll do
generation
it.
engine team. Oh, Zihao, go ahead.
You can
Yeah,
share
let
the
me do
screen.
it. Yeah.
Make sure to share the audio.
The revenue generation engine team, you guys should get ready as well, okay? Just in case they still have tech issues.
I'm opening it up.
It's coming?
It is coming. Give me a second. I
Okay,
see
let's
it. Okay. Try.
Okay.
Give me signals.
Yeah, you can play that. I would like to start our demo pitch with a short introduction video. There's no sound.
Is there no sound? Okay. Perfect. How do we share the sound?
When you have share, there's share with audio as
There-
an option in Zoom. I don't know if you did that.
I should have done that.
Yeah, no. Hey, guys. Okay. Revenue generation engine teams, the hell you're here. Can you get your team present? There's too much tech issues. Okay, you guys
Yeah,
get
let's
chance.
swipe that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So how get your 10 present? You guys figure out how to share. Okay, tech issues.
Okay.
I want to solve your tech issue. So how you had tech issue earlier, so let your team present right now.
Okay.
So how stop sharing for now.
We're still not ready. Sorry. What's the other team? Next team? Sorry about that. Really sorry.
Next team. Everyone fix your tech issue, please. We all work in tech.
Nancy,
Next.
yeah. Yeah, Nancy, I think we are the team next after the house market. So
you go to this.
Okay, let me share my screen right now. Okay, so are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. Hi everyone. I'm Ron.
Full screen. Ron, yeah, full screen. Make it share. Hit the presentations slideshow. Hit the slideshow button.
Oh, okay.
Next to share slideshow. You see share next to share is slideshow. Next, yeah, hit that.
Okay. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I mean I can manually do it.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Slideshow is bigger. Go ahead. Let's go. Let me reset your timer.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Ron, the team lead of SmartCD.ai. Let me start with a quick question. If you had 10,000 today and wanted to invest in a CD, would you know where to find the best rates? Most people wouldn't. The CD market is highly fragmented. Dates are spread across different banks and the brokerage firms. They change frequently, and comparing them takes time. As a result, people either settle for lower returns or don't invest at all. We experienced this problem ourselves, and that's why we built SmartCD.ai. SmartCD.ai is an AI-powered platform that helps users find the best CD options instantly. Users simply enter their investment amount, term, residency state, and tax filing status, and we return optimized recommendations, clear yield projections, and easy to understand comparisons. Our goal is simple, make fixed income investing as easy as using a search engine. Now I'm gonna pass the over to our developer, Nate, you can take over.
Hello guys, good morning. I'll be walking you through our system architecture. Ron, please track back to slide 8 for me.
Go ahead.
Slide 8, Ron. Yes, we separate the system into UI, API, storage, ranking engine, and AI layer. The UI captures the user preferences like investment and term. The fast API layer validates and orchestrates the requests. Superbase acts as our source of truth for both product and tax data. It's refreshed daily through an automated ingestion pipeline. At the core of our system is our deterministic ranking engine. It computes the after-tax return using federal, state, and local tax rules. On top of that, we have a GPT-5 mini AI layer, which is used only for explanation and guidance, not the decision making. Next slide, Ron. Here's our ingestion pipeline. We ingest the data from multiple sources, including market feeds like bank rate and treasury sites. Everything passes through a strict validation gate where we verify API, terms, and structure. We reject anything that is inconsistent and doesn't meet our standards. Only clean data is written into Superbase using a snapshot strategy so that we ensure the engine never runs on stale or yesterday's data. Next slide, Ron. The ranking engine follows a strict pipeline. It filters products first, then applies tax computation and calculates the net yield. We rank products based on after-tax return, not the nominal APY. The output is fully deterministic and reproducible. Next slide, Ron. So here's how AI fits into all of this. Instead of using traditional rack systems, which introduces inconsistent financial data and latency, we used prompt grounding, which isolates the AI completely from data sourcing and decisioning. The GPT-5 Mini, it receives verified outputs from the ranking engine, and it generates those explanations based only on whatever is retrieved from the ranking engine. This ensures that the AI explains the math and does not create it. Next slide, Ron. So here's our end-to-end flow. The user submits the inputs first. The FAST API validates them. Then the ranking engine computes the net yield from the Superbase data. The AI layer then generates a personalized explanation and front-end renders a unified response. The entire loop completes in under 1 second, while the ranking information can be retrieved in under 1 second. Next slide, Ron. So this slide shows why our approach matters. As we can see, a higher nominal CD rate can produce a lower return once taxes are applied. Treasuries, on the other hand, are exempt from state and local tax. These often outperform in after-tax terms. Our engine automatically identifies the two winners. Next slide, Ron. Our system is designed to be fast and cost efficient at the same time. We achieved a sub-second latency for ranked results with a very low per request AI cost, making this platform scalable with minimal infrastructure overload. Next slide, Ron. So finally, this system is built with strong defensive principles. We enforce strict validation, eliminate stale data through snapshot updates, and most importantly, we isolate AI from financial decision making. All decisions remain deterministic and auditable. Now we have Sylvia to give us a demonstration of this product.
Okay, Sylvia, can you share your screen?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, stop sharing. Thank you, Abney.
Yeah, can everyone see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so thanks Ron and Abhinav for the explanation, and let me show you how it works in action. So here we type in the investment amount. Let's say it's 20,000, and then let's make the duration 12 months. And then so we have a state drop down here, and we only have like a couple states where we also count in local tax, and I think New York was one, so I'm going to do wait, why is it? I'm not able to. Okay, I'll show Kentucky for now. Seems like there's a bug coming up. And then annual income range, I'll just do one and then single. Yeah, so we also have a privacy and policy terms of service where it directs you to the privacy notices that users need to agree on, which is critical for a financial product. And then, yeah, user can only proceed after checking this, and then we click on find the best result. So while this loads, what was happening behind the scene was what Abhinav was talking about, that the ranking engine is pulling today's rate from bank CDs, brokerage CDs, and US Treasury. So applying your federal tax and local tax rate that you entered based on income and zip, and then computing your after-tax yield for every single product. So here are your result. So this is the combined view, but we also have group by type view, where your results are broken down into 3 sections: the bank CDs, brokerage CD, and treasury. So they're all ranked by after-tax yield, and we're pulling data for, I think, the top 10 for each category. And then here they're just showing A because only A was available for this type of product based on all the input you have. And you can see that even though some bank CDs advertise as having like a higher API, once you account for taxes, certain treasuries actually come out like ahead. So it really depends on what you typed in. And then the next thing is I'll click on the tax breakdown. This is the calculation what we have for each product. And then we have this see summary feature here where it shows loading summary while we generate results. And then a couple things worth calling out, as Abhinav was saying, that first, there's no hallucination because the model is strictly grounded to only use the data we pass it, so it cannot invent facts or make up numbers. So every explanation is based purely on the product's actual figures. And second, right now, this is the first time today I generated, but then yeah, it uses caching. So we have in-memory cache setup. So if the same product's being explained recently, we serve the response instantly without hitting the AI model at all. And then also the explanation is intentionally concise for now and product focused. We're keeping it short for now since this is like the beta version, and this is where we see a lot of room to expand as we gather like feedback. And then also, there is this AI assistant here at the right bottom where right now we are still limiting it to suggested prompt where user click on, okay, best rate, and then letting it to generate and then give an explanation of the best rate of what we have so far for their input information. Yeah, but then obviously like all the AI outputs do needs to be tuned a little bit, and then there's compare options and text info. So these are the only three we have like so far. And then, yeah, I think as Abhinav was talking about, the daily ingestion pipeline posting fresh rate, and then the AI layer sit on top strictly for explanation and chat. So yeah, we're currently gathering feedback on what features will make the most useful, and then yeah, any other product you'd want to compare in the money market accounts, for example, like bonds. So yeah, that's it for the demo.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you.
Can I use it? Can people use it now?
Yes, they can.
Perfect. Can you send a link? I want to use it.
Yes. We have a public website ready, www.smartcd.ai.
Yes, we need to use it. So people living in California, you guys pay 45% taxes. You got to use it now. Most of my students in California, you got to use it now. 45% taxes. What's going on? Okay, cool. Very exciting. Very exciting. Anyone have any questions? This is very smooth. It's like it's built. People use it. You don't use it, you're losing money on taxes. Okay. Rather you donate money to nonprofits than losing money on taxes. This is my philosophy. Okay, cool. Anybody, any questions? Very smooth. It is well developed product, well good UI with real use cases, as people will use it. I really think people will use it. Okay, good job, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Nancy.
Okay, cool, nice. Say that. Oh, everybody, post if your product is ready for early adopters. Website ready. I know some of you guys may not be website. Someone could be an early adopter in either ways. Post in the GTM channel. Let me share it here. Okay. Repost as well, and because people will be flooded directly right after today's session, test out your app as well. You repost, feel free to repost, even if it's already posted a long time ago. Oh, it's cool. Yasmin doing all the social posts. Yeah, and you guys need to start promoting. It's ready. I want to use many of those apps. Okay, cool. Let's go. Anyone, any questions? Anyone, any questions? No. Let's go. And Sahel's team, which is the revenue recovery engine, go right after this one. Okay, make sure you're ready. Okay, cool. Let's go. HouSmart.
When you think about,
You guys can hear the audio this time?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just start
investing in
our
real
pitch
estate,
by a
what
quick
does your
introduction video.
actual process look like? Let me guess. You start with Redfin for a basic review. Then you jump to Cash Flow Calculator to get some ideas. Then hunt for ROI projections. This fragmented process is a time sink, and without expert insight, you're just guessing. What if you could cut through the noise? Imagine an AI-empowered real estate analyzer, a one-stop shop that collects all the data and delivers deep AI analysis in one place. Ready to see it work? Let me introduce HouSmart. Simply paste your target property address and wait just a few seconds. Instantly, an AI summary report appears with your key financial metrics. HouSmart gives you a deep analysis of the pros and cons, backed by a definitive AI grade, telling you instantly whether you should make a strong buy or pass. Let's make property investment purchasing faster, easier, and smoother. When you think about
Hi everyone, I'm Shai Tan, the team lead for HouSmart. So today I'm very excited to introduce HouSmart, an AI-powered platform designed to revolutionize how we analyze real estate investment. So the problem is that in real estate investment area, location determines your returns. However, the data we need, for example, the crime, school ratings, neighborhood, amenities, climate risk, very scattered and incredibly fragmented. So investors are often facing data rich but inside poor situation. This leading to a very slow, inefficient decision-making process. So we have validated our the pain point by collecting over 50 surveys across various of platforms, and we also did 10 interviews. We have met Lily, a realtor looking for high yield locations. Kevin Ma is a doctor. He's seeking a passive income with minimum overhead. And Alex, a engineer who wants to a data-driven ROI. So their common pain points are the overwhelming time spent on manual research in terms of the real estate investment opportunities. So our hypothesis is relatively simple. If we can provide a transparent AI-driven scoring system in minutes, investors will make confident decisions without needing manual analysis. HouSmart delivered this through neighborhood several features like neighborhood scoring, comparable benchmarking, predictive rental analysis, and customized insights powered by the Gen AI. So I will let Zihao, our another PM in the team, to introduce the tech side of the HouSmart.
All right, thank you, Shai. So HouSmart is built on what we call deterministic first architecture, meaning every number the user sees is computed by our system before the AI ever runs. And the AI's job is to explain, not to calculate. And we have a stack with 5 layers. On the front end, we have Next.js and TypeScript with Firebase authentication. Those are deployed on the Verso. And our backend is Fast API on Python, hosted on Render, with a central evaluation orchestrator that coordinates the entire pipeline. And underneath that sits a dual Redis infrastructure. One instance for caching with tiered TTLs by data types, and we have a second as the salary broker handling all backend ETL jobs. And our database is Supabase PostGIS with PostGIS for geospatial queries and pgvector for policy embedding searches using the RAG. And for data, we integrated 8 external resources from scratch. We have census from the government. We have FBI Crime Index, flood zones from FEMA, School Diggers, Google Maps, and also some pretty famous rent data providers like Rentcast and Zeta. And every source were built and wired by our entire team. Next, please, Shai. So the AI pipeline runs in 6 stages. A user will submit an address first, and the salary workers immediately fan out in parallel to fetch all 8 data sources concurrently. And once collected, our builder assembles a deterministic JSON payload. And if the property is in a supported state, our RAG layer queries our vector database to retrieve the relevant state regulation and injects them into the prompt. So far, because of the tech limitation, we only limit the RAG search to California and Washington. And then Gemini will run via our Azure AI Foundry. This was critical before everything reaches the users, that our validator will check the output. And if the AI introduces a new number of contradicts the computed verdict, the output will be blocked, and the great consistent narrative will be substituted to this. This is a main approach we supported to solve the hallucination problem. And the result, we will have a full validated investment report, deterministic scores, AI narratives, policy context, and those will be delivered in under 60 seconds. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's look at our demo real quick. So once you log in your email account, you will be, pop up with 4 quick questions. These are the, onboarding questions. Basically, AI will remember your background and your preference, and then use this information to customize your recommendation. And then, after you put a address, you will see that the system immediately begin to collect the data and the process in the background. Let me quickly, trying to move forward. So once the data, being validated, you can see from here that we do have a final recommendation, and we have some, pros and cons. Here are some, state, some key APIs about the ROI or like investment returns. And also we do have a report export option, allows the user to save and then do the deeper digestion. So okay, so Isabel, yeah, you can jump in and then talk about our features and then the plan for next phase.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Ryan. Thank you, Zihao. So we did a lot of market analysis among those competitors, but we realized the real estate investor, they still jump between the Zillows, bigger pocket, even at like the Google Sheet, and also sometimes they will ask the agent, so is that the property we should buy or should we pass? So this is why we here, HouSmart, we just copy paste your address link and we do everything else just in second. You will get the cash flow and also the risk score. The historical price trend also embedded in our dashboard. Because of the AI powered, which will give you a very clear decision suggestion whether you should invest this property or you should skip it. I think that the tools in these slides, none of them are doing this function, only HouSmart. Try next slide. And this is our GTM plans. So we lay out in 3 phases. So phase 1 right now through April is about validation. We are seeding about 20 beta users from our bootcamp cohort. Maybe we will post in our LinkedIn, Reddit, and share the demo video to generate the earlier tester, and we can receive the feedback. The phase 2 will be the audience building. So we plan to launch a product hunt, run a weekly property deal breakdown series on LinkedIn, and also maybe we can do a lot of partnership with the local real estate event to get the free feedback and also reviews. Phase 3, we will probably aim to convert and retain. We want towards to the B2B channel partners with real estate agent and also the monthly market digest to keep our user engagement. Next slide. Next, this is our revenue. This is how we plan to make money. Right now, we probably will take the hybrid version between the B2C and B2B model for the 4 tiers. But for the price, our team would like to do the A/B testing and also do another round of voice of customer to get the feedback. And also we will determine from the final decision on the monetization. Thank you.
Okay, we do have some lesson learned. Due to time frame, I don't want to go over each item, but in general, we are like acting while learning, and we keep our vision very clear that transforming the fragmented data into a strategic insights. I want to just highlight our high velocity team that is like a true global team of 4 PM, 2 designer, 8 developer, several different time zones. It's not easy to group everyone together, but I'm glad that during the 8 weeks time frame, the team collaborate very efficiently to deliver a good product. At the end, I just want to mention that our vision is always like transform the data into insights. We are moving forward for a future, whenever any investors can make institutional grade of decision with total confidence. So with that, I would like to thank you for all your attention, and we will invite all the members in the cohort to try our product very soon. Thank you, Nancy.
Cool. Question. Did you separate based on residential and for residential purposes and rental purposes. The same property, if I live there by myself, my ROI is measured differently compared with if I rent out to other people. Did you separate those two different intent?
So far, the main purpose is trying to the target user is the investors. So that means that for all the ROIs may work better for if you want to buy this house and rent out. If you are like doing self-use, then your ROI, I understand, is totally different metrics, but that's not our top user, primary user. It's not our goal. It's only for
and also investors are willing to pay more.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. How can I use it? I'm buying houses.
We are the team is actively doing additional items for the next phase. So we are keep fine tune all the algorithm, and then some you are in Florida, right? So some policies, for example, does not allow foreigners to buy. We are trying to include that policy so that it's such red flags can be pop up at very early stage instead of close to the closing date and realize that the transaction cannot be achieved. But we will definitely, we have the website already, but we want to at least fine shape it and then publish to everyone.
Yeah. Everybody, when you're fine tuning your product, you should get a wait list of people going. Marketing, GTM. As soon as we finish today, we figure marketing as one of the most important marketing is you get people excited about it before it launch. Okay, you can wait list going. You should continue to market your product anyway. So all Apple pre-launch, they will have a new iPhone every year, September or something, and they tell you the summer, oh, it's coming, this newer iPhone, but they don't, you can not buy until 5 months later. Okay, everyone needs to do that. Same thing in the movie trailer. Why do movie trailer like a year ago, half a year ago? Yeah. Same process. Get people excited. You should market this right away to get waitlist. Okay, this is a very good one as well.
Okay, thank you, Nancy.
Competition very severe. Pick your top vote. Okay, same link is in the Discord channel. Announcement 7 cohort demo and vote for the top ones, and you can vote for top 2. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go back to the. Oh, by the way, I'd like to mention Shao, you also won the Google AI Studio, some kind of competition, something like that. Congratulations. And so people actually, you went above beyond to gain all the AI experience. People need to do so. Okay, in today's competitive job market, you need to go above beyond. Why? We have separate training. We gave you training how to use AI to code prototype fast within 30 minutes. You can code it. My sales manager who doesn't know how to code, made it within 30 minutes. Everyone can do it nowadays. Everyone needs to go above and beyond nowadays, which means above beyond means lead a real team, have a real product, have a real users, go above beyond, and of course, knowing how to sell yourself, sell your story, sell your product, sell yourself into the interviewer as well. Of course, for people who go to one combinator track, you do the same thing, okay, with the real users, and easier for you to get funding for YC as well. Cool. Okay. So without further ado, let's do the team, the revenue recovery engine team. You guys
Correct.
ready this time?
Yes, we are ready. Sorry for the technical error last time.
Let's go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are Team 6. Our project is RRE, Revenue Recovery Engine. And this is our team. We have Sahel and Derek as PMs, Jipen, Leafy, Hamza, and myself, Yusuf, as engineers, and our amazing mentor, Zisha. So imagine you run an online auto parts store. Customer orders a brake caliper. It arrives and it doesn't fit. Not because it's broken, because your listing was vague. Fits Ford F-150. That's it. No year, no trim, no constraints. And now you pay for that return. This is not an edge case. This is the industry. 15 to 20% return rates, and people call that normal. It's not normal. It's what happens when nobody takes product too seriously. And here is the part that's actually embarrassing. Everyone knows this problem exists, and still the solution is always the same. Another dashboard, another graph, another AI insight that tells you something you already knew. That doesn't fix anything. So we decided, so we did something different. We built the revenue recovery engine, a system that doesn't just analyze data, it tells you exactly where your listing is wrong, why customers are failing, and what to change with evidence. This is our end-to-end architecture. We use Next.js and Superbase, and ingest is reliably orchestrating our background jobs. But real magic happens here. in the AI pipeline consists of 3 specialized agents working together. First, Scout that scrapes listings and reviews. Then Critic takes those listings and reviews and turns them into structured expectation gaps. Finally, Prescriber acts on those gaps and suggested final surgical edits. Let's see our live demo. So this is a light bulb from a website called LastFit. As you can see, it has more than 1,000 reviews. Imagine if you are the merchant for this one, having to deal with thousands of products with thousands of reviews. Just put your URL here and run an audit. We don't ask you for any keys or any APIs. And right now, our pipeline will start working. Scout will start scraping the reviews and the listing. Critic will start finding expectation gaps, and Prescriber will suggest surgical edits. But let's see it. This is the same URL, but we ran it before to save time. It found 4 issues with 28 evidence from the reviews. Let's see one of them. Here it suggested adding this section, saying while designed for easy installment, some vehicles' headlight housing may require minor modifications. Let's see why it suggested this. As you can see, 10 customer complaints about this. From the reviews saying pulp barely wiggles in, it's impossible to remove the pulp. Unfortunately, I could not get either pulp to fit into my driver's side headlights. Let's see another one. The pulps are designed for H11 applications only and are not compatible with H11P pulps. Let's see why it suggested this edit. One customer complained about this. Product is good, but did not fit my van. I needed H11P pulps, so I returned them. You may think, why do we change a product listing for only one review? Actually, it's not one review, it's one return. And this one return costs $70 that we just saved for the merchants in the future. So let's return to our presentation. You just saw it work, but here is what we learned building it. If your data pipeline is weak, your AI is useless. If your scraping breaks, your system lies. And if your output isn't defensible, it's just guesswork with better branding. So we're going to show you what most people avoid, how to actually build this properly, starting with the absolute hardest part, scraping with Hamza.
Let me show you actually happen when you try put data from the web onto the surface. It feels simple. You open the page, you read to HTML, you grab the data, but once you are in it, you realize pretty quickly it's not that easy. Websites are messy, some pages block you, and a lot of time the data you do get back is incomplete or just wrong. And then your AI start making decisions based on bad information. That is the real problem. So instead of treating scrapping like a simple step, we treated it like something that need to think. That is where Scout come in, because Scout is not a tool; it is a system that decide how to get to data. Now here is how it starts. First, strategy. It look at the website and decide how to handle it. If it know to say it, it use a precise plan. It doesn't. It fall back to a safe approach. Then come extraction. Scout does not rely on one method. It starts simple, and if that doesn't work, it move up to more advanced approach, like simulating a real browser. And while it's doing that, it's also making for the best source of data. It starts with structured data first, then it look for hidden data, and if it has to, it fall all the way back to raw page, all the way through its prioritization quality. And then finally, filtering. It stripe out to duplicate, keep only what is actually useful, and stays focused on what really matters. Because more data is not better. Better data is better. And in the end, Scott give you clean, reliable data. That is the real key idea. The web is messy. Scott make it clear. It doesn't just collect data. It decide how to get the right data. But here is the thing: getting clean data is only half the problem, because once you have it, you trust your AI to make decision, and that is where things break again. Yusuf will show you why.
So now the data is in. Here is exactly what not to do next. Do not hand it to an LLM expecting a reliable business decision, because you won't get one. LLMs are non-deterministic. Run the exact same input twice and you get 2 different answers. Meanwhile, your system doesn't wait, it already acted on one of those outputs. In our case, that means telling a merchant to change their product listing and they apply it. At that point, it's not just an AI response anymore. It's a business decision based on something that isn't consistent. So instead of asking what the LLM can do, focus on where it fails and remove it from those parts. In our case, after Scout, everything goes into Critic. Critic finds where the listing says one thing and the customer reports something else. We still use an LLM, but only to extract structure that reputes. From here, deterministic code takes over. We validate against a strict schema. If a data point is missing, the logic gate handles it. Then prescriber takes those gaps, suggested edits, but only when they are clearly supported by the data. If the evidence isn't there, doesn't try to fill it in, it just flags it. Principle is simple, don't ask AI to do things bad at. LLMs are excellent at transforming language, but unreliable when you expect precision. You don't know the difference, you shouldn't be building with them. Now Jipen will walk you through how we kept this all running on a serverless infrastructure.
Hello, everyone. So we have seen our pipeline. It's very simple on the surface. So our agents Scout describes the data, critic agent analyzes it, prescriber draft the fix. These are three separate AI operations. Each one can be slow, each one can fail in mid-process. So chaining them together and hoping nothing breaks is a huge risk in production. So to solve this problem, we use ingest, a durable workflow engine that controls traffic through the pipeline. So every step is registered as an isolated job. So in our case, if Scout finishes and Critics crashes halfway through, ingest doesn't restart the whole pipeline. It retries from the failure stage. No looping, pause, no always on server, no manual retries. Each job is also observable. We can see in real time each step is running, how long it took, and what failed. So during our development, that standalone saved us hours of debugging. As a result, we developed a pipeline that runs on a serverless infrastructure, handles LLM timeout, and does not need to babysit. That's how we coordinated our three agents without falling apart. I'm passing back to users.
And to close this, none of this works without alignment. In systems like this, the biggest risk isn't complexity, it's drift. So we build a single source of truth, a blueprint that defines how the system behaves and what correct means. And when something is unclear, we don't guess, we go back to it, because consistency isn't optional, it's the foundation. Back to Japan.
So we do have like any product developments and challenges, and we hit the real challenge. First one is we built this product without a dedicated AI designer or front-end engineer. Still, our team managed to develop this product and shipped in cloud as well. The second one, technical problem is scraping the data, the Scout agent. It wasn't just about extracting the product, the data from the product. It was about extracting the right data. And that will improve the quality of response for the other two agents. So we got there, but the system is a bit complex. But in the line, we are trying to simplify it. We do have a scope for this product. We have already lined up the phase 1 and phase 2. One of the things we would like to improve is the semantic understanding. Right now, we match keywords. We want to build a system to understand the intent behind a review, what customer actually meant, not just what they said. We do want to introduce sub-agents to take off their load of the main agents. Also, like structure it very well and generate less hallucinations, etc. So bottom line, we did develop this product. Now we are looking to work on making this product more sharper, faster, and harder to break. Thank you for listening to our presentation. If you have any questions, we'll take it.
Pretty good. Your team putting a great effort building this, especially the data collection side may not be easy. You need to take those data from Amazon. How do you guys collect data to train a model?
We had a golden set. We trained the data with just only one area, auto department, like we're just looking at the auto parts. We did train, we have a demo session as well, not like giving the live URL. We are not completely satisfied with the golden data set, but we're still working on it.
Very cool. Very cool. You guys should, I don't know what direction your team want to take after this. You want to go start your own startup, think about customer acquisition, you want to use it to land a job, then just have the most beautiful demo and move forward for early adopter to use. Okay, discuss with team lead regarding where you want to go. This is very exciting. Congrats. Okay, cool. Good job presenting. Jamie and Yusuf, good job presenting on behalf of your team. You did a good job. Okay, awesome, cool. Next team sequence, which is ready. Davika, let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm Yasmin Johnson, and I'm excited to introduce Style Magnet, your AI personal shopper designed to take the stress, uncertainty, and wasted time out of online fashion shopping for busy professional women. I'm joined by an incredible team across product management, design, and software development, bringing experience in e-commerce, AI systems, and consumer technology. So here's the problem. Online fashion shopping isn't shopping, it's trial and error. Women guess on fit, buy multiple sizes, return most of it, and that experience has been normalized. That cycle drives time-sensitive searches, decision paralysis, post-purchase frustration, and low confidence. 4 failures that compound every single time she shops. The proof? 30 to 40% of fashion purchases are returned. Not because women don't know what they want, because the experience gives them no way to know if something will actually work before they buy it. And Style Magnet flips shopping from manual searching to guided decision making. It starts with a personalized guided search. The platform then learns her body and her taste and uses that to surface items that actually make sense for her. From there, the personal shopper agent takes over, finding options across retailers, managing replacements, and coordinating returns so she never has to tab between sites again. The result is multi-retailer access without the overwhelm. One platform that handles the entire shopping experience end to end. And Style Magnet is built for busy professional women between 30 and 45. They have disposable income, they shop online regularly, and they are done wasting time on an experience that should feel effortless. They want a trusted concierge, not another e-commerce site. And every competitor here solves one piece of the problem. Stitch Fix, LTK, Daydream, and Ulta each stop short of fit intelligence, purchase execution, and returns. Style Magnet is the only platform that handles all of it end to end. And now we would love to show you how that comes to life.
Hello everyone, let's get into the Style Magnet demo. So my name is Davika. I'm a business professional needing to go to a conference. I don't know what to wear, but I came across Style Magnet. I'll sign up, and upon sign up, I've entered in all of my user credentials, my email, my password, along with any additional information. Here's where it gets unique. I'm able to select characteristics of my body shape that Style Magnet uses, and it uses this to power our AI outfit recommendation system. Now, I'm also able to shop, to select how I would like to shop. So I'm going to select just browsing. Here on the just browsing page, we'll see all of the curated outfits and for every single occasion. In addition to the entire outfits, we see an AI fit match tag. This tag is dynamic, which appears on the outfits that look best on my body shape. I can also click on the tag. Once I click on the tag, I get a recommendation score I even get an explanation about why this outfit will look good on me. I can also click on Shop by Body Shape. This shows all of the outfits that are just recommended for me. If I click on Shop by Moments, I can see all moments that I can select. For my example, maybe I'll click on Business Pitch. When I select Business Pitch, it shows me all outfits that would be appropriate for a business meeting. For now, this isn't exactly what I'm looking for. So I'll go back and I'll type in, I'm looking for an outfit with a vest. When I type that in, I get I'll just type it in myself. At the moment, when I type it in, I should be able to receive an outfit like this with a vest. If I click on View Details, I'm able to add this outfit to my shopping list. In my shopping list, I'm also able to select and request an AI shopper and proceed to checkout. Once I proceed to checkout, I can enter in my phone number and my address. And address. And when I click on place order, an AI agent runs in the background and the shopper goes to shop for the retailer. It also selects the cheapest price for the outfit, and then it returns to Style Magnet with an order confirmation. Now, let me show you how this works in the back end. Under the hood, when a user lands on the browse page, if recommendation exists, the LLM calls the LLM serves up the batch query optimizer. It compresses the metadata, and we only send what the LLM needs: color, style, body shape, the occasion, along with the customer body shape. For prompt recommendations, for example, you can type in, I'm going to a wedding, and the prompt parses intent, and it returns structured JSON params, filters the database, and serves outfits to the customer with specific intent. For our checkout system, we hand off to the agent, it loops through the cart, it routes, and it navigates to the product, selects the size, and it adds to the cart, it fills the checkout information, and then it returns the order confirmation to Style Magnet. In the end, we have 3 AI systems: an AI fit match powered by recommendations. We have prompt recommendations, natural language search for intent, and an autonomous AI shopping agent. Now I'll pass it on to Rita for challenges.
Thank you, Devika. I'm Rita. As all of you probably experienced, building an AI product was not a smooth path, and Style Magnet was no exception. Our biggest technical challenge were extracting intent from natural language prompt, detecting retailer bots, making data access costly, and scaling meta compression and caching. What got us through was a combination of database optimization that resolved our query bottlenecks and caching strategy that meaningfully improve performance at scale. And the key takeaway is that in AI product, speed comes from how fast your team can align and unblock execution. So from now through July, we have 3 clear phases. First, completing V1 development and go-to-market strategy by continuing to build awareness and grow our waiting list. Then beta testing and iterative based on real engagement data. And in June, we relaunched Style Magnet with full engagement in place. In the long term, we are pursuing direct retail partnership and building an AI fit visualizing model tailored to each user's body shape. If you or someone you know has ever spent hours searching online for the perfect outfit only to end up overwhelmed, unsatisfied, or returning everything, Style Magnet was built to fix that. Scan the QR code here and join our waiting list today. Thank you.
When can I use it? Very exciting for me. When can I use it? When it's ready for new users to use it for your product?
We're thinking like May, like April, later in April, early May, to have some beta testers come on board and get feedback from beta testers before we go into our official relaunch in June.
Very cool. Question: how do people know the body shape? Like the pear shape, apple shape, I know you can know size, but
yeah. So initially, when I was doing Style Magnet, I had the 5 body shape styles. What I learned is that people were having difficulty understanding which shape category they were in. So we basically give them an easier way of describing certain section or body areas. So what are your shoulders, your waist, and your hip sizing like in comparison with the other proportions of your body? That way it makes the matching a lot better than just generalizing people in these 5 categories, because some people may be a combination of those 5 body types. So this way we get more refined results that are more specific to the person.
Very cool. You can. I have a GTM idea for you. You can drive so many different early adopters by giving them one feature for them. For example, understand your body shape. By answer 3 questions, they know the body shape, and then they become your early adopter, or at least they're interested, like to join your waitlist, your email list, something like that. And again, we talked about last time, you run the same body shape Kim Kardashian, and then you should do this and this and this. She dressed like that, and you can shop something similar to that, something like that. Of course, her body shape very hard to repeat, but find someone else that's more reasonable. You can get so many early adopters before it's launched. You should get people excited now.
Yeah, I have, especially because we already had like people on our email list and already kind of had a presence. So I started to re-engage with my audience and do more posting on LinkedIn and my social sites. So we're definitely preparing and letting people know what's going on. So we've already added about 15 people to the wait list. So we're still going to continue to grow with that momentum since the site went live, I think, a week or 2 ago. So yeah, we're going to continue.
You can get more than 15. I can get you 1,050 easily. Okay, just get it ready whenever you think you have even waitlist. You generate waitlist.
That's what I was saying. We have a wait list already. So we have some people on the wait list. So we're just going to continue.
Get more. Get 1,000 people on the wait list, and once you launch, immediately have lots of people use it.
Okay.
And then once they join wait list, you do email marketing sequence to let them, this looks like this outfit, so exciting, so exciting. And then once it's open, everybody come in.
Gotcha.
Do that. Very cool. Very exciting, actually. Okay, vote for your favorite team. Everyone is my favorite. Okay, I have a hard time to choose my favorite one. Next one. Are we done? Or do I have more? Are we done? Hold on.
No, Playstre, Uma Health, and then.
Oh yeah, the gaming team. Oh, and also gardening team as well.
Yeah, and reward wise, 3 more.
Oh, 3 more. Yeah. Hello? I think is it
Hi, can you hear
team
me?
here?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. We can hear you now.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, go ahead. Share your screen.
Right. Let me share my screen.
And if you're playing video, make sure you share with video.
Right. No, I'm not playing video. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Right. Lovely. So, welcome, guys. I know it's been exciting so far, many exciting products, but we're saving the best towards the end. We are Playstre. We are on a mission to democratize game creation. In the age where we can create images, text, videos with just a few prompts, game creation should not be so hard, right? So what are the current bottlenecks for it? Like you need a lot of scripting knowledge, you need game design knowledge, and as well lots of time and money to create at least a good working prototype. There are other options out there which you can use to create games, such as Roblox, other AI builders, and professional tools. But each of them have different drawbacks. Like, for example, Roblox, you still need scripting to create games. And because it's a metaverse, like everything looks the same. And there are AI builders out there which can build games for you, but they're generally very low quality and you don't want to play them over and over again. And you can't customize too. And then there's Unity and Unreal. These are professional engines. You should be a full-time developer to get something out of it. So we are Playstre. How are we doing it different? We are exclusively focusing on the non-technical users. And we do that by condensing the process of game creation into a few simple selections, a few simple clicks. On top of that, we are built for privacy from the ground up. So whatever information you give to the AI is processed and destroyed on device. And we are also hyper-personal. Let me show you what that means. Are you still able to see my screen? Are you still able to see my screen?
Yes.
Right. So this is a landing page. Get started. We log in. Just a heads up. It can get a little buggy, but once you enter, you have two ways to generate a game. One, you can describe it in a prompt, say what you want, and then the game is generated. Or to make it even more simpler, we are reducing the cognitive load for you in making the process into a few simple selections. One, you can select which type of game you want. You want a puzzle game, you want an action game, or an adventure, or so on. And then you can select a theme. You want a jungle, office, home, or a city. And now you can upload your own image to be the hero in your own game. Let me show you that by an example. Today, we have this beautiful lady who we are using to generate the character. It can take it takes usually around 50 to 60 seconds.
We should have had Dr. Nancy with like her jogging suit on or something.
We'll take that feedback.
No, I'm just kidding.
Something how very funny, by the way. I wonder we're gonna come out.
Just to let you know, like the images which are used to generate characters are deleted right after the character is generated.
And this is rendering on device, you said?
Yes. So we have the character, and we can choose with how many players we want to play the game. And right now I'm choosing just one player.
It does look like me, by the way. It's like the avatar. Really good.
Yeah. We work very hard on the image to sprite generation pipeline. Even if you're holding something in your hand, it will replicate that. Now this is you.
It's me.
So it's you in the game. On top of it, you can even after the game is created, you can just modify how you want. You can select any one of the quick selections here, or you can put your own command. And let's say right now I'm saying like make jump higher. So right now you're jumping much higher than before, Dr. Nancy.
Pretty good. Wow. Superpower.
Okay.
Those PMA students coming to get her? What were those?
Oh yeah, those are, in fact you can upload an image to change to it whatever you want. Like right now you can upload an image and say like use this to customize your enemies. So later when we have like a fighting game, it can be you versus your boss fighting.
That's a good one. Good. Multiple character. Oh, keep going, keep going. So I just need to put in the prompt regarding design. Like this is like running game.
You actually don't even need to put the prompt. You just want to say, you just have to say like, hey, what kind of game I want to play, in what kind of theme you want to play, and then we'll give you a template, and then after the template is generated, you can change it however you want.
After generated, you can be like, hey, I wanna. Oh, I see what you mean. You have a first base layer, and then you tell it to jump higher or do something stuff. Can you make me fight?
Yes. So basically, in a few selections, I'm giving you a game which is playable and enjoyable on its own. But then after that, you can customize it in however you want. So right now, you're the character. You can invite someone. You can share this link and invite someone and play on the same game with you. You can share the platform for someone else to join, and you can create games together. So like our mentor, he was saying like he and his daughter can play with it, and they'll just generate characters of their favorite toys, and they'll just have fun with it like for hours and hours. So
You
right now,
already have user having fun with this for hours and hours.
No. Our mentor, the PMA mentor, which you provided, Clement Lee. So it was his comments like if he and his daughter plays together, like his daughter will generate images of her favorite stuffed toys and be happy with it for hours. So right now you finished a full level. Now you've secured the district. Yeah, this is the product which we designed. Yeah, I'm getting back to my presentation. So yeah, that was the product, and our initial target customers are content-driven builders, like especially in the Let's Play genre, where they're actively looking for games and they're actively playing new games anywhere. Now, with a tool like this, they can keep generating new content, and they can invite their streamers, especially their paid subscribers, to keep engaging with them. And one of the common issue in the content creator space is the churn of paid subscribers. Now, this is a tool for them to keep the paid subscribers engaged. So the content creator can create a game with a weekly engagement cycle, where within the week, all his paid subscribers can participate and try the game, and whoever is like the top 3 in the leaderboard can get free merch, or will get a discount on something. So that is the initial segment we're targeting. And I'll pass on. I know it's over time, but we'll take a few more minutes. I'll pass on to our designer team who put immense effort in making the whole experience designed for non-technical users in a very simple way. Tanya, over to you.
Hi, my name is Tanya. I'm just going to walk through the key design decisions of Playstre.
I'm stopping my screen share.
I'm sharing it now. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can.
We can
were
see you,
seeing on
but not
screen.
the screen
Tanya,
yet.
keep going.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm just going to walk you through the key design decisions of Playstre. So in the game creation flow, we enable users to go through the guided steps to help them to translate their vision more effectively as opposed to the prompt for those users who know exactly what they want to build. When they land on builder screen, the AI builds like a foundation of the game, and then the users are able to tweak it and change different parameters so they stay in control, like change the difficulty of the game, sound, and other parameters here. And also we have a credit system, which is persistent in the system navigation, and then there are costs attached to each of the actions in Live Editor. Like, for example, AI command is minus 100 points, and it keeps the system visible, and users, they are able to control it and see the status of the system.
Right. Now,
Okay, so
now I'll let my sorry, Tanya, are you showing? Are you presenting something?
I'm all finished now.
Okay. Right. Now, this is our development team. All of them have been exceptional. I'll pass on to Deckel to explain the system architecture. Deckel, you want to screen share or you want to work from this one?
Yeah, I will work for this one. It will be quicker. Thank you. So our Playstre app is an AI game creation flow built around player split responsibilities. As you can see at the top left, the Next.js frontend, which we deploy on Versal, is where the user sets his game preferences and can upload an avatar for a custom character. That payload hits the Flask REST API, which we deployed on the render, which pre-processed and validates it and becomes the single place that orchestrates what happened next. For intelligence, we go through Open Router, so we can use different modules for different jobs. According Focus LLM, in our stack, that's the ChatGPT 5.2 codex. Takes a full working base game loaded from MongoDB, adapted to user preferences, and returns patches, which files to change, what to add, and how the project should look. So we're not hallucinating an engine from scratch. We're modifying something that already runs. Sprites and tiles are generated with image-capable models through the same open router layer. For levels, our production path uses static, pre-built level assets we attach to the game. So gameplay layouts are curated and stable, even though we still have LLM level generation in the code base for experiments. So everything is saved in MongoDB, then exposed as game blueprint config plus files. And the client loads that in the Next.js, then runs it inside a browser sandbox, which is an isolated execution context, so AI-generated code isn't granted the same trust as our main app, limited access to the host page, search, storage, and sensitive APIs. After that boundary, we render the playable game with option to play or live edit. Thank you.
Right. And finally, this is our product team who has been instrumental in getting this to this stage. We launched a Discord community. I'll share the Discord community link in the GTM channel shortly, and we'll soon open a closed beta. And please keep a lookout for it. Thank you.
Very cool indeed. I want to play it. Okay, so like send the link, so we're gonna do team play. Me and Anel.
Yeah.
Couldn't do a fight. This is very exciting. Very cool. Very cool. How do you guys do image generation so well? Many teams, the AI image generation model for AI usually is not as good at text-based, but you guys did image generation very well. Did you pull different kind of data set?
I'll let our engineer who worked on it answer it, George.
Yeah, hey, no, we are basically still using OpenData's Nano Banana from Gemini, right? So that's like one of the best diffusion models in terms of just taking a reference image and then like overlaying it according to the style you want and like basically pixelizing it for the game sprite generation. So we're not really taking from a data set, it's already a pre-trained model available through Google services.
But then we have to work a lot in prompting it to getting the
Yeah.
output to what we want. It's a continuous trial and error. Like we see like the colors are not right or the positioning is not right. So we have to go try different prompts and see to get the right output.
This is so impressive. Very exciting. Very good. Your engineering team did a good job. We launched 50 product before. We
Great
know
job.
image generation is very hard. So you guys really make it very accurate, give it the right stuff. By the way, everybody, when we accept Tejas team project, this is almost impossible. Too much tech challenges. They made it happen. They make it dynamic, moving object image generation, and also similar to video, like a game laying on top of another image generation, and it can generate pretty fast as well. It looks like me. Even better. Go look at all of us. This is very exciting. Good job, everybody. Good leadership. Engineer, good job as well. You guys, engineers, get ready. Apply for Google, Meta, Amazon. I'm serious. You show the game to
No,
other people. It's like
no, they're going to continue with us. We're going to make this a full startup.
okay, cool. Keep them before they join Google. Okay, make more money once you go IPO, or sell your IP in many different ways. Very exciting. Cool. Good job. Your engineering team did really good job. Good leadership as well. And by the way, this is a replacement or competitor for Roblox. This is using AI to do Roblox, but way better, faster. Anyone can do it. This is like holy shit. This is crazy. Okay, vote for your top 3 teams. It's really hard. I know. Just everyone had 2 votes. Okay, two votes.
Yeah.
Cool.
First vote for your team, second vote for our team.
Oh yeah. First one, vote for your own team, then vote for your other real teams. So you can
Thank you so much, guys.
cool. All right. Yeah, this is very, very exciting. Yes, we're gonna team up site. We're gonna upload this. Cool. Next one. Next team ready? Is either the gardening team or the travel rewards team?
Yep, Uma, I'm on. Let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to go after Playstre. That was awesome. I'm not even a gamer and I wanted to play, so really cool. Good job. So I'm Gabriel Polino. I'm a team lead of Uma Health, and at Uma Health, we engineer Blue Zone one garden at a time by using an AI-powered longevity companion that transforms your home gardens into a personalized health system. The problem, well, is pretty simple. The food you grow is the food you trust. You probably heard it before, you are what you eat. And it is true. Whatever you eat will be transformed into your body, and that will keep you like living a healthy, long lives. One of the main issues that we're having right now is that the food that we eat travel about 1,500 miles before it gets to your plate. So when you have a war in the Middle East where oil starts like going really up, your food goes up. So there's an inflation not only in the food, but also in the healthcare system here in the US, where if you live in the US, probably your premium like increased by 50%. So not only the food you eat is increasing, and the healthcare that you're getting is increasing. So you're stuck. In addition, people really don't understand the connection between their food and their health. So the nutrition advice out there are very confusing. Every month there's a new diet, a new fad, and people just don't know what to eat. They cannot trust the big ag, they cannot trust the big food, they cannot trust the big pharma. And finally, like people that have immigrated from their, different countries, especially here in the US as first or second generation, they have this nostalgia of the food because the food is what connects people together. So they really want to like reconnect with their own heritage food. And there's no really like gardening app that like tells you how to like grow this type of heritage crops. Millions of Americans that have balconies or backyards, but they like never know what to optimize these empty spaces. They usually put a grass that I have to water to keep it green, but the grass doesn't really like bring you like healthy food to live a happy, healthy, long lives. During our VOC's surveys, we've identified two main personas. Priya, she lives in San Jose, in the USDA Zone 9, but pretty much you can go pretty much everything. It's California, the weather is great all year long. She's Indian American. She grew up eating bitter gourd and moringa and tulsi from her mother's kitchen garden in Kerala. And she lives in a little town home with a small backyard that she never planted. And she buys her heritage produce in specialty stores, but that costs her like 2 to 3 times the price. And then we have David. He's more like of your biohacker. He's already super health conscious. He's already tracking on his fitness pals, Apple Health, everything. He tracks, but he still like doesn't have this like connection with like his nutrition and really like understanding his impact of his food on his health. So here at UMA, we wanted to design one product that can like satisfy both of these personas. And heritage crops was really the moat that like really differentiated from the market. That's really something that came and arose from the VOC surveys. And at the same time, we have 3 markets converging. We have 130 million people that started gardening during the pandemic because they were like cloistered at home. And then we have a 7.8 billion markets in the health and wellness foods where people are looking and seeking health foods in the supermarket. And finally, we have those 62 million people that have immigrated from other countries and are interested in growing their own food from like touching them with their own culture. So the solution we wanted to design was something simple because we didn't want to pull people into the screen. We wanted to pull them out of the screen. We wanted to follow the principle of the blue zones, which really like tie you to the communities, to your gardens, and to the food that you eat. So first, you take a picture of your garden. AI analyzes your photo. It detects the sunlight, the planting zones, and the plantable areas. And 2, it understands your own health because you've inputted your like health goals, and it understands where you live, so it can understand which crop can grow in this area. And by combining this very deterministic database, it can then project an image of what your garden would look like at full production, motivating you to like start gardening and helping you in every day by giving you micro action throughout the next 3 months to get to like this full potential. So the outputs you'll get before and after of your space 0-12 weeks, a crop plan, a longevity scores, some health insights, the monthly savings based on like the crops that you're growing, and also the next steps. The way the architecture works, the inputs are the photos, your location, and the health goals. And then we have our own basically algorithms calculating a nutrient scoring engine, a heritage crop mapping. And then the output is this basically this AI magic moment of showing what your garden could look like by using a very like deterministic database. And all that for the cost of like 10 cents per session. So now Sena is going to take over, is going to show you how this works.
Hello, you have my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, here's our app. So once you're started, the users are asked to take a photo of their space or upload a photo of their space. And then our segmentation and depth models are analyzing the picture. And then after that, you are asked to enter your location. You can manually edit how big is your garden or your location, and then choose one of the free goals. We went with free goals because it's our MVP, and you click it. So right now, our image generation model is generating the garden plan. So we had to limit how much crop our model is generating because we can't populate it with bananas and bananas with tomatoes all the time because that will be unrealistic. So after that, as an output, you have your before and after images and the suggested crops that you should grow. And then you have this thing called longevity score. It's aligned with blue zone concepts. We taken into consideration the different nutritions that these crops are giving you, and then your goals with your goals, and then we calculate this score based on your goals and the crops you're growing. Also, you have estimated monthly savings based on the current crop prices. So this is your output screen. After that, you're asked to explore the app. So here's the home. You have your daily actions to cultivate your garden. So here's your garden. You have your crops, and then you have your 12-week plan, and then you can add new crops manually yourself. You have a we have a wiki for recipes, and we have RAG-powered LLM that is working as your support. So for example, you can ask what nutrients I'm missing in my garden. So let's wait for Flora's answer. So I'm currently missing omega-3. It's going to help me improve my longevity score. I can also ask different random questions. So how frequently should I water my taro? So it gives us practical advice on how not to kill my crop when I'm growing it. We also implemented some guardrails on it. So if users ask like totally random questions out of the contents, the Flora will answer. There are guardrails implemented there. So in your profile section, you can take a look at your longevity score, the outputs. See. Okay, that's the app. So things we have learned during the bootcamp was first of all, the key mode we could capitalize on was the heritage crop data. So whenever we tried to research it, it was usually about, oh, this crop does not grow here, so you have to import it, etc. And then another thing we realized that initially we tried to understand everything from the photo, but we hit a wall with that. That's why we implemented location permission to get their USDA zone segmentation. So from the USDA zone segmentation, we found out about the microclimate that the user lives in, and then from that we also found out what are the crops that can be cultivated in that particular area. And then also we changed our AIs. We also filtered our AI language. Most of the words should be, softer. So there's that. There are a lot of different apps that are covering some parts of UMA, but there is no other solution that covers nutrition and the heritage crops and the gardening all together. So here's our team. So we had 4 PMs owning different aspects of the app, and then we have 4 engineers who are also owning different aspects of the app. And thanks for your attention.
Another very exciting one people want to use. Very cool. I like how you guys pivot and using different data set to complete and the result. Very cool. Very exciting. Good job, everybody. The UI also looks very beautiful, and the image generation, like the sliding window, very, very beautiful design as well. Very cool. I need to scan my backyard. What's look like right now is a disaster. Cool. All right. Good job, everybody. Your team did well as well. By the way, Gabrielle's passion for the project is so contagious. Himself is a retired, successful entrepreneur. He doesn't need to work single thing in his life. He was like, you know what? I have too much time. What do I do?
Actually, as a matter of yesterday, actually, I'm about to accept a new position in a new startup that just raised money. So I guess I'm coming out of retirement. I'm doing it again. So.
Very cool, very cool. That's exciting, and bring your wisdom and the skill set to new companies. And I assume it's an AI startup, right?
It's actually not. It's back into the food tech space that I am into, but I'll bring some AI to the company. Don't worry.
Exciting. Good job. Your engineering team did well as well. Very cool.
Yeah,
okay,
thank
so
you
now,
for the whole team. It was everybody was amazing. Yeah, thank you for the support, everybody.
last but not least, last team get ready. At the same time, let me do some quick update. My apologies. When you vote, people DM me. Lots of people DM me saying that, oh, if people vote, you give the chance to vote for their own team. Whoever has the bigger team will have more vote. So therefore, don't vote for your own team, because whatever you vote for, everyone vote for your own team is wiped out anyway. Okay, vote for other people. Have two casts. Vote for other people's team. Okay, if you're truly the best, other people vote you vote for others, the top two. Makes sense to you guys? And it's a math problem. Okay, it's a math problem. If you vote for your own team, that one, the first vote get wiped out anyway. Okay, so therefore we just vote for others, because I'm gonna remove your first vote anyway. So therefore, 23 people already voted. If you already voted, do me a favor, redo a new vote. Just don't choose your own team. We'll only track the ones you're not counting. Okay, so that we can pick the true winner. Anyone can vote. Okay, anyone can vote, even if you're part of my future cohort, you're not the current cohort, you can vote as well. Okay, so last but not least, let's do the travel rewards team.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Metal. Team, feel free to come on camera. I would love to have others look at the team as well. All right, so we're the last team, right, Nancy?
Yeah.
All right, so looks like we are standing between you and your next thing. Maybe it's a nap or going back to sleep if you're in a different time zone. All right, stay with me. This is worth it. My name is Sabi. What you're looking at is travel smarter, spend wiser. We rebranded our product to be MyTravelWallet.Al. I think that's our entire product in 4 words. We tell you when to use your point and when to just pay cash. That's it. Let me just show you why that matters. Now, I see a lot of folks, actually nobody's on camera except me and Nancy here. So I don't know if you can do this, but quick show of hands if you actually recently planned a travel trip. All right.
Virtual hands, everybody.
Virtual hands. Keep your hands up if you used any credit cards or travel points or bank points or hotel points to book your trip. Cool. Now, keep your hands up if you actually know how much your bank points, your credit card points, flight points are worth. Okay, that's pretty cool. A lot of people actually know how much their bank points are worth. But based on our estimation, there are about $48 billion in loyalty points that expire every year, unused, wasted, or devalued because hotel points, airline points, those points actually devalue every year. And not because people don't travel, because they don't know what their points are worth. Here's what actually happens. You have 80,000 miles with, say, United. You want to book a flight. You go to an airline site. They say 80,000 miles, business class. But is that a good deal? You don't know. So you open 5 tabs. You spend 45 minutes. You still aren't sure. So what do? You just pay cash because you don't want to miss your flight. Yeah, you don't want to miss booking a travel trip. So as we think about this and going to the next slide, we honed in on who's actually going to be the user of our product. It's going to be somebody like you, many of you actually, in this very Zoom call. You're a busy professional. You're juggling many things. You don't have the time to book a trip, to spend multiple days, hours, just figuring out, hey, is this going to be worth my wallet? And you don't know where points are fragmented. So you don't know at any given point of time whether you should pay cash or points. And this is a case for many of us based on our user research. So let's move on to the next slide. So what is our solution? So our solution is based on the confidence, giving a user confidence, trust, giving them a verdict. It's not based on assumptions. It's not based on information. It's not based on multiple 47 plus options. So as we move on to the next slide, what we did was we ended up building something called Zoe, which you will see in the demo. Zoe is our AI assistant sitting on top of a very complex AI multi-agentic workflow. It basically looks at what you type or speak to it in plain English. New York City to London, business class, February. Zoe searches award seats and crash prices simultaneously. It sees those results, and then it runs the math, and then it comes back with, hey, here's the bottom line. You should pay cash. Or in this case, it's British Airways nonstop, and you're actually going to use your miles instead of paying cash. And this is how much it's worth. Now, we looked at different options compared to our competitors. PointsMe, PointsYa, Google Fights, Gandola. What we are doing here is we are giving a clear verdict. We are not giving you 47 plus options, as I mentioned before. Moving on to the next slide. Let's move on to the next slide. We already covered this. So how do we make money? We make money through 3 different streams. Freemium, you're free to try it. First option is free, but then if you need to, as you build more, more trust with the platform, and you come back and you want to book it more, it's going to cost you per verdict, or you can take a subscription. Then there is the B2B licensing pieces where we actually sell this product not only to the B2C but also to the B2B. Many startups, people are going to travel. They don't have time to optimize their travel. They're going to use cash. You're going to burn through a lot of cash. It's going to be true for startups. It's going to be true for small companies, medium-sized companies. Those are going to be our targets. These numbers are very much early stage. As we go into beta, we're going to actually test some of these assumptions, and we're going to come up with a more reasonable long-term revenue strategy. Let's move on to the next slide. In order to talk about the architectural diagram and what we built, Anusha J, can you come on screen and talk a little bit about this?
For sure, I could talk a little bit about this. So this diagram shows our full architecture going from user interaction and all the way to our external integrations. So starting on the left, we have users that interact with the front end through the app. From there, they can move through flows like the login and sign up, the actual search component, the verdict card that it gives out, your portfolio, the concierge, and then the final results page. And once a request leaves the front end, it goes into the back end. And then the first layer is the gateway, which handles authentication and rate limiting. And then after that, the requests go through the auth service for user access control and into the natural language processing parser, which figures out whether the user is asking. And then that parse intent is passed onto the verdict engine, which drives the recommendation logic. And then from there, we also have the supporting backend services. So the portfolio handles services like the user portfolio data, the logic, the concierge service, which manages more personalized workflow support. And then we also have the booking engine, handles the execution side for bookings and transactions. And at the end, we have the RAG and results aggregator, which combines all the data and the model outputs into the final response that's shown to the user. And in the data layer, we store session state in the session store, user account data in the user database, knowledge and retrieval context in the AWS base, portfolio-specific data in the portfolio database, and then we also have the concierge-related data in its own database. And then we have the external services. So the LLM we use through the GPT 4.0 Mini. We use Google Auth 2.0 for authentication. We also have the Seats.Aero API and SERP API, which is also a Google Flights API for the travel data. And we have Stripe Checkout for payments. That's the architecture design for our component.
All right, awesome. Anusha, let's do a quick demo, and then I think we can wrap up the slide deck after that.
Yes, let me just quickly share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Yes. Just okay. Okay, here right now I'm gonna walk you through our app. This is our landing page, and you can actually sign in for free, but we do offer a certain limited number of free searches. Yes. So and lead you to the next. Is my screen freezed? No, it doesn't. Go ahead. Okay, let me just. It's froze for me. Just give me a second. I'll reshare.
Yeah, as Anusha is working on this, the whole idea here is people can sign up for free, and they can use their Google login as well, just to make it as easy as possible.
Okay. Sorry, I think it was so too many tabs were open. That's why it's happened. Anyway, this is our landing page right now, and we do have offer a limited number of searches at start, and then nudge it toward the paid account. But right now, since I already have an account, I am just gonna log in. So here you can use email or Google Auth. Right now, I'm gonna just use the Google Auth to sign in. Okay, this is once we are in, the first thing I'm going to do is go to the profile page and go to the wallet section. Here's where we store all our points regarding the different programs. If you'd like to add a different program, you could go to our cards and add a points here. And or if you just want to update, you could just update these points right over here. And I'm just, for now, I'll just update this to 20,000. Okay, then save. Again, now I'm gonna go back to the home page. Here you have an option of like do you manually search, or you could use Zoe. Okay, it's loading right here. Once okay, why is it taking? Okay, now this Zoe is our AI assistant, a conversational layer here.
I think that's okay. Let's just quickly, I think Zoe is an interesting piece here. There's a lot of functionality buried behind it, so it's slowing down. But I think what Anusha is trying to show is you can actually talk to it while you're on the phone. And yeah,
it worked. I'm just gonna go and yes,
okay.
we have a different we have a voice feature here. So I'm just gonna go and book a. Oh, I was actually using a different platform before, since it wasn't it's using. It's logged in. Okay, just a second. Hey, I would like to fly to New York. And it would be Seattle. Then the number of travel, where are you? And 6.
then it would be 2. Next, business. So what just happened here? Right now, Zoe is understanding my messy input and it extracting the origin, destination, and all the required inputs, and it is doing this, triggering the search for me. And now that we have the verdict, what's happening on the behind scene is we have search.arrow, which gives us the award flight availability. Then we have serve API that gives us the real cash prices, which is similar data to the Google flight. So now the verdict actually points out gives us the recommendation to use points. So since the recommendation is points, you can click on this link, which will lead you to book the flights according to. Now it led you to the American Airlines because you have a point. Everything is related to your wallet. So since everything is related to your points, you have the points from the American Airlines. So that's why it led you to the American Airlines here. Then, okay. Now, Zoe is not just doesn't just help you in terms of the search engine. It also helps you in terms of like help you in terms of the decision, whether you should use points or if you have any question regarding your wallets or anything you want to know about the calculations such as CPP. For instance, I'm just going to ask, hey, can you show me my points? Okay, see, these are the points you have already entered in your wallet, so that's why you're getting the information here, because we have added a retrieval-based system, so it doesn't just generate answers, it pulls out the relevant travel info knowledge and combines it with your context to give you more useful explanation. And as far as the verdict right here, yes, like I said before, it led you to the carrier portal to do the booking, and our goal is to do end-to-end booking, but that's where we are going, but that's not where we are today. The closest competitor returns 47 options, takes over 100 seconds, and user still walks away unsure. We come back with one recommendation and gives us just enough context for the user to trust it and act. The app is live, and if you want to be a part of our early beta group, please come and find after this meeting.
Nice. Thanks, Anusha. Smithal, can we go back to the slide deck? Cool. All right. So I think at a very high level, here's where we are planning to expand next. She mentioned that, sorry, Smithal, go back to the previous slide. She mentioned that there are still some things to iron out. We actually need to sign a commercial contract with some of these third-party APIs that actually have the source, the truth. And we also need to expand on some of the other feature sets. One of the things that came out of the user research was, hey, I'm a family of 4 people. I have a sister living somewhere else. She often has points that expire. Is there a way for us to use each other's points? So we are exploring a feature called Circle, where you can add trusted family and friends, and you can actually share points between yourself. And then we are also looking to add a complex ML layer as more and more people use it. Like, for example, Seattle to New York trip that Anusha showed. If we see there's value in the past that this trip is taken with a certain airline on a certain date, we would run our ML to come up with those recommendations and come up with, hey, bottom line is you save more dollar value if you do it this way rather than the way that you're asking us to do. So all in all, plenty of exciting things to do. I actually went to a VC pitch a couple of weeks ago. We have about 5 to 10 users that are ready to test this app when we launch it here in the next few days. Smithal, going back to, yeah. So some of the challenges here, right? So abort data is messy. We built a normalization layer. Number 2, we started heavily relying on LLM parsing. It's slow. So we built basically a rule-based deterministic engine as of right now. as Anusha mentioned, instead of taking 100 seconds to come up with a recommendation, we are coming up with recommendation in seconds, less than 5 seconds, as you saw on the demo. And then I think obviously with all the teams here, we had to fight back on the scope creep in order to get this product to the finish line. So all in all, great work, everybody. And then here's our team. Very good looking team, I must say. Well, thank you, everybody. I think this is all from all of us.
The last statement is the best one. Good looking team member. I love that too. Cool, really. And also the demo is amazing. I also like your team. Start your VC pitch early, and this one again, very easy to get adopters who don't want to see what works. And my husband is the one doing all the digging research of points, and take him hours to get the best point to get best value on the cheapest hotel, but pay most expensive hotel with cheapest point, like all those stuff, and had the highest return on investment for your time, money, and points. This one definitely have easier to get early users. Many of our products, this cohort was like, that's really surprisingly good. You can see the DM I sent to my team. I said, this cohort, what happened? Each team is so good. Now I have a hard time to pick the top 3. Each one is good. Okay, everyone did a good job. Before I do this, anyone have any question for Siraj team or Travel Points team? Anyone, any questions?
Yeah, any questions for MyTravelWallet.Al?
Just one quick question.
TJ camera only possible.
Does your solution take into account points transfer in determining what's the cheapest route, or is it just straight points from each one of the vendors?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think that's where the value is. It's not the straight transfer. It's not like 100,000 point translate to $1,000. No, it's where is the biggest bang for buck, which is cents per point. So we actually look at the transfer options and come up with a solid dollar amount. Therefore, your 100,000 points could be worth as high as $10,000, $20,000. We try to find the sweet spot, or whether you should transfer to United Airlines, whether you should transfer to ANA, or whether you should transfer to Cathay Pacific if you're trying to find a flight from, say, for example, SFO to Hong Kong. Hopefully, TJ, that answers your question.
Absolutely. Excellent product. I can't wait to use it. Better
All
user
right.
number.
Let's sign you up.
Please do. Me too. Okay, everybody. Okay, so everybody, fantastic job. You should see the DM I sent to my team. I'm just very excited. Everyone very excited. I'm very excited. I want to use all of them. Okay, everyone did a good job. Kick ass with prior cohorts. Okay, so now each one top each one. Surprise! Now we need to pick your team. Make sure to vote. Do not vote yourself anymore. If you already vote yourself, please revote. Okay, just it's a math problem. You pick your top 2 for not your team. Your team will get picked by others as well. Okay. Now, quick housekeeping, so you know what to take from here. This is just the beginning for your AI PM career or AI engineer career. Okay. Let me tell you what to do next. Okay. Now, team lead is very important. You need to send your team members LinkedIn name, everybody, because clearly this cohort, everybody did go very well. I think we're going to do multiple rewards. If you're not top 3, we'll give you a different name. Okay, so everyone get a reward because it's so good anyway. Okay, I need your team members' name, LinkedIn, everything. Make sure to send over to my team, send over to Mala. Okay, all my support team. We need those for social post rewards anyway. But we still need to know what the official top 3. Okay, so make sure to finish your vote by EOD tonight. The link is already in Zoom chat, Discord channel. You should already vote it. If you're so excited, just put it in. Okay, and you know how much you love this bootcamp, how much transform your life, other people's life, and how exciting and this is for you guys to create something and people love and you self-love as well. So therefore, our next cohort is actually starting a week from today. And make sure to refer your friends if you think any of your friends could benefit from our bootcamp. Either they're engineer, want to become AI engineer as an intern or designer, data scientist. They want to be the bulletproof like AI engineer career and gaining those kind of career, they need to join us as intern, because many of the interns, you see the result. They are for sure landing job offer at Google, Meta, Amazon for sure, but no, they decide to get recruited to start their own startup. That's a different story, but this is the result everybody have seen is from an intern perspective. Okay, so if you know and your friends need to join us as an intern, please bring them here as well. And now, at same thing, the PM, AI PM, bring your friends to join us as well. You guys get like referral bonuses, cash bonuses, or free the free like coaching rewards as well. So we want to grow this bootcamp together. It's really very transformative. I'm deeply in love with this. Okay, and if you want to volunteer to mentors and so that you grow your AI leadership, reach out to Anil Thomas and Linda as well to manage all my mentors as well. Engineer can be a mentor for your future cohort as well, okay? Because it's always AI engineer leaders who want to step into leadership roles. You need to start mentor as a people as well to build your leadership stories. And we also have a feedback form which we're gonna send right after we close this meeting. We know there's always room for improvement. We know the challenges down the road. We're trying to always continuously improve this as much as we can. So all the feedback, we take all the feedback very valuable, very serious as well. So make sure fill in the feedback form, everybody. And on top of that, well, feedback. If you think our cohort or our bootcamp deserve a 5-star review, make sure to write us a 5-star review on course report. We will put the link there, and thank you for helping us out as well. And especially all our PMs or engineer interns, make sure you keep us posted regarding your next job, next internship you get, next job you get, because we sincerely wish you the best luck in advancing your career. Just want to celebrate with you together, okay? And any PMs, if you're interested in joining our next cohort or PMA Pro program, which is an end-to-end like job hunting program, feel free to reach out to our team so that you get end-to-end support until you land a job or build your next AI product, whatever you take. If you need additional help from my team, just join us, okay? And finally, AI PM Bootcamp starting next week. Make sure everyone, if you think the best, bring your friends here as interns or bring your friends to be here as a PM. Really appreciate help us to grow this community together, okay? Now, top 3 teams. If you are the top 3 team, you'll be invited to share your knowledge and experience and wisdom with the future cohort as well. Okay, but everybody did a fantastic job. It's very exciting. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you so much for my supporting Anil Thomas and all my team, and also Mark and all my mentors, and helping everyone to grow together. This is very, very exciting. You guys made my day. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, good job. We're going to send out a replay in case some of you guys missed out. You can watch other demos as well. Vote for your top 3. Everybody did a good job. Talk soon. Okay, bye guys.